is dpc.pwesports.cn/fun. You're welcome. And thank you very much for throwing it over to us.
Taking you away for game 2.
All right, we're going. I'll see you later.
That way.
Prepare
right, this
for
way.
battle.
Yep.
Okay, let's get it going. Draft-wise, not the biggest fan of Juggernaut. Not sure why they picked this so late into the draft. It's not great against Sven. It's not great against Wind Ranger. It's not great against Legion Commander. And it's not even that good against DP. Why did they pick it?
Comfort?
Even the Tidehunter pick early on, as the panel kind of mentioned before, into DP Legion Commander, that's a risky Tidehunter pick.
Yeah, what is that going to provide for you?
It's tough. I mean, sure, it's a 5 DP, but even a 5 DP with a Spirit Siphon is really good against Tidehunter.
It's honestly kind of crazy how much the 5 DP ends up doing.
If you get some sort of a good game, maybe you get a fast Hood, or some Solar Crab, maybe Yules, you can dish out a ton of damage, silences. I'm a little bit afraid for EHOME here. Early game should be fine, but mid-late game is going to be very difficult. If it even gets there. Today has been so fast.
Jinq, I'm looking at him to see how much his movements are going to affect this game. Potentially shackles or arrows coming
the
through.
battle begins.
Be careful here. Yeah, they don't want to fight the rune. Could have potentially snatched one with a Sven stun. Choosing to play conservatively.
Hold on to that map.
I mean, you know my opinion about Fortnite. I don't like it very much.
There was a point where it was really popular in China. Like every game, IG was playing, Kaka was on it, Jinq was on it quite a bit, but his hero pool is very mixed. So we really won't see him on the same hero twice in a series more often than not.
There was also a different mirror where the stun of the arrow was much higher. I believe even the bonus damage was higher too. I'm not entirely sure on that, but currently getting beaten up by X-Nova.
The question becomes, where the movements will be if the movements get out there.
I want to see how comfortable XM is on his Razor. So far, he has not used Static Link at all. It's the second wave already.
And you're using it more so to just make the CS harder to get, right?
Exactly. And he currently has 3. Wind Ranger already sitting at 4. Not the biggest deal, of course, this early into the game, but it's not something you want to see.
Edged out.
That's a good deny on the range creep,
That was a very good deny, yeah. Paired it, baited him to do a power shot.
Pretty quiet over mid, yeah, no static links coming through, and what we thought maybe we'd see from XM on this Razor, because you need to put the pressure on, nothing to say. If you get a decent lane on this Windrunner, we could see him move around the map and really open up the rest.
I'm very afraid for this Razor, to be honest, this game. Like, if he doesn't pop off from the very beginning, Wind Ranger is about as hard of a counter as it possible.
There's the static lane, but broken pretty quickly, only 10 damage difference.
Yeah, this is level 2 link.
Yeah.
But still 10, still equal to 20, and it's quite a lot, especially when you just want to be the last hidden creeps.
Quiet overall.
Yep, just farming away.
XM, he's got 2 denies, he's only got 8 CS, he's starting to fall behind, nothing to say. Bottom lane that we're looking at now, as well as Faith Beyond. Faith Beyond, always the anchor for his team. Someone you can really 85–90% of the time rely on to have a decent lane, to give you something from the off lane.
Yep. As you said, they've been very reliant on them in the past. And it's no different this game also. He's the guy that initiates first. He's also the guy that saves you. He has a lot of responsibilities on his shoulders. But he's no stranger to that. One of the few TI winners who have.
Time 25 damage.
The prize is mine.
They're already leading 1K in 3 minutes.
And the lanes are just going that well. Like we've seen this before from LGD taking over, and making these lanes difficult for their opponents. You got Sylar, who's only sitting 12-0 to the Sven's 18-3. And Chalice as well as Fader having a tough time up here top.
I gotta admit, like, this Juggernaut is very hard to manage for a Legion commander. You can see here why. Constant Harris. It can work if you have like a Lich as a lane partner, where you can really kill the LC over and over again. But with a slow hero like Elder Titan, very unlikely to happen. Stealing the bounty rune away from the Shaman. Would now make good trouble.
Spirit Siphon, nothing to say. Not going to continue to commit to that.
He's good. XM. Taking Water Rune.
I'm going to say he's not going to have it.
Elder Titan's trying to do the other one.
So he won't have that Water Rune to work with.
He just did it all the time. The big bounty rune.
Quiet early on. I've said that already, but you can just see that, you know, we haven't gotten first blood 4.5 minutes in.
Nothing for you.
And we're seeing some aggression, but no, like, commitment. Spirit Siphons from a 5 position on a support, you know, not getting like big commits yet.
The thing is, they don't really have good killing heroes on Dire until they get some levels and items.
Yeah.
But they're certainly very strong laning heroes, and they're showing it off very nicely here. All 3 costs sitting at the top. Even the 2 supports also ahead of the counterparts.
They're not too upset about this.
No. Like a slow early game, I would say benefits the team that has a better mid-late game anyways.
Sar taking a lot of damage. Jin coming over. This might be first blood on the jug, and Jin gets it.
Arrow as well.
Nova takes some damage, but he won't fall. They just chased him down.
Yep. I mean, he's feeling terrible here. Legion Commander has 800 levels ahead of him. They don't have like any sort of Magnus or anything to make him help recover. The offlane is a little bit more greedy. Yeah. I mean, they drafted themselves into this corner. Usually, they draft tested one of the strong points with QQQ.
And that was the big change from Season 1 to Season 2, was picking up QQQ.
This game, a little bit different. Checkle on the Sven though, he has a big stick, so he should be fine.
And again, 1 kill, 2k lead. And they might even get one more on Tex Nova, and they will. DQ now. From Razor, DQ with one more leap, and he'll walk away, but will he survive? XM is so fast under the tower, and just runs him down with that haste
in the Book of the Dead.
At least he got something done. That's not the most impactful kill you could ever get.
Not really, yeah.
But, you know something, he also takes away the bounty rune.
Gold is a great conductor.
Trying what he can to get his team on the board.
You got the kill with the guy who had both kills so far. I guess it is worth, in a way. Especially because you had the haste, you can just come back to lane very quickly. Plasma field, DQ again.
No stomp.
Forward asleep, throws an arrow at the big creep before he dies. Shackles are there, they'll get their second, double up on their kill count.
So we're looking at the Razor here to be potentially the guy to break open the game for EHOME.
Sharing that top of the net worth spot with the Sven.
Windranger now has the Javelin. This is where Razor's life gets a little bit more difficult. Even if you full drain her, there's still going to be a ton of damage coming out. And once it melts from hits, it just gets amplified even more. And then eventually the MKB... The Razor just hates to kind of feel like a Ranger. It can kill you through static. Which Sven also becomes later on.
Is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
LC, level 7.5, Juggernaut just with 6. It's somehow going to alleviate some of the pressure here in this Juggernaut.
I'm wondering when the duel is going to come out, and on whom.
1,000 levels behind the Sven already.
Yeah, it's
Radiant structures
spiraling, and there's nothing stopping on it.
Regeneration.
The problem is the higher the damage score, the worse it is for Juggernaut, really. There's not a lane where, yeah, once on the 6, it's going to be all good. No, that's not how it is on this lane. Arrow top, just to clear the catapult down.
Always value.
Always value. And if it hits the Titan Hunter, potentially you can kill him.
Yeah.
Throw it out, why not? Not picked up on the Sven already.
I want to say it was it someone here who said it? Always aim your arrows at a target, whether or not it's a hero or a creep. Like, you want to always have that consolation. You don't want to throw an open area in a lane like that. You want to make sure if it's going and the hero avoids it, it's going to hit a creep as well.
Yeah, best case scenario. But of course, we don't always have these. And some cores get pretty triggered if you aim at a range.
Static link, Omni Slash, all used here, trying to get the kill on the base. He's still on the run.
He's super fast right now.
Five the field though.
Radiant's
Should put him
tower
long enough
is
to get
under
the kill.
I will
Two-man silence
see
just wasn't enough.
in the underscape.
That's once more a lot of resources committed there. 4 heroes for Legion Commander. Now means Wind Rangers getting the bounty rune. They got their own bounty rune.
I accept this offering.
I'm never really a big fan of rotations that make you fall further behind in experience and net worth. That
Right.
usually means it was too much of a rotation.
The overcommittal.
Yeah. Unless it's really on a target that needs to die. Like this Sven, I wouldn't mind at all. Wind Ranger.
Shackle.
Be careful.
Stormhammer, Ravage, and now the sleep. This is a good bit of lockdown that will get them the kill and nothing to say, and they'll look over at Ame. They finally have a TP coming in from the Mirana, but they have the Hex, they'll have the damage. They should be able to get the kill with the Shackle, and sleep stop, there it is.
Massive overcommittal this time from LGD.
Yeah.
Not sure why they thought they could just take down the Titan. Here's a hood.
Dire's
All you
middle
have is a
tower is
javelin,
under
which is magic
attack.
damage. There's no way you're gonna kill this guy. Not sure what they were thinking. Feeling themselves a little too much.
Dire's
Giving away
structures
lives
are
like that, and
fortified.
potentially the tier 1 tower top with the Serpent Ward.
Yeah, they have to
Radiant's
to other lanes
bottom
already,
tower is under
so
attack.
more likely than not they're just
Dire's
gonna give
top
this one
tower
up.
is under attack.
Great.
Wait for the
tower.
bottom one. Here. Quickly for the Dota.
Jinky now again.
2 more leads.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They use the exorcism to get the
Radiant's
tower
bottom
over bottom, so they do end up trading as well. So far, trade is what should be seen.
Syla is still very poor, but he's not very far behind the Wind Ranger at least.
Yeah, he's keeping up with the Windrunner. And then
Dire's
Sven,
top
though,
tower
top of the net
is
worth
under attack.
alone by 800 gold.
Yeah, the Razor's still having a very good game. Going Yule Scepter first. We spoke about how the
Dire's
Wind
top
Ranger
tower
is.
is under attack.
So the Yule Scepter. Yules her up, and then the Windrunner's gone. They have a chance to actually kill her. And you can also just save yourself, buy yourself some time.
Right.
Maybe cancel some Legion Commander duel or whatever. There's lots of good uses for Yules.
They really haven't
middle
felt the
tower is
pressure
under
from the
attack.
Legion with that duel yet.
Yep, he has just been happily farming away. Has a medallion, almost his solar crest as well. So he's going for the full buff Legion. Gonna go for that Charm in a 20 as well, probably.
Did you need the Solar Crest to be built by the Legion, though? Could it have been built on any of these two supports?
I would have liked it on a DC personally, and just that the LC kind of translates having this good early game into more of a strong mid game.
Right.
And we'll see what we can make happen with it. But you could have had a Blink deck and like half a Blade there right now if you wanted to. Or half a Beacon.
Right now, he's
Yep. At all. Because you would have to do it. Because it also kind of takes away from the support. Always want to have that item.
Maelstrom picked up here by Sylar. That'll be his farming
Are
item.
scanning.
See if they can make something happen. They have Ravage to work with again. The first one getting them a kill on the 1 and 2 up in the top lane. So if they could do that again, would certainly feel like they're in a decent spot overall in this game. But you can see again, even though they're down 5-2 and they had the first 2 kills, it's been 5 unanswered kills for EHOME.
Up again.
They're up 2k on LGD. They'll use the Ravage, they'll go for the TP out, and it's in time. Exorcism, Focus Fire, both committed for nothing.
Makes me wonder why they even Ravage, to be honest. They had no stuns after the Shackle. I think you just TP out, you're fine.
Maybe the
Radiant
damage
are
is too much
scanning.
with the Exorcism.
Radiant's top tower
I mean,
is under
Exorcism hits
attack.
you either way, right? He has more than half health. Well,
Radiant
whatever, bottom lane. Switch around by the Shaman Ward.
Now Ame now trying to run, but here Splitter comes in, does so much damage with the help of XM and the rest. They've got both kills in this bottom lane. They are starting to slow down Ame's march towards staying at the top of the net.
The Razor, in fact, should be overtaking him momentarily here after the tower. If they manage to get it. And we have not really seen any sort of lead line player at all. Which is also an item problem. Like, you're not itemizing for this blink.
Dire's middle tower
How
is under
are you gonna
attack.
get in?
Yeah. You've gone Solar Crest instead.
Like I've said at the beginning, he's the guy to initiate, to save people. He didn't build the initiation item at all. He's going for it next, it's gonna be very late. You know, a Titan kill top would have been very easy if he had a blink. Just not set anything up.
No dual damage at all up to this point.
Titan again.
Now looking over at Chalice one more time, Spirit Siphon, and
See out again.
let's
Is
just
under
TP
attack.
out. Arrow not in time. Just TP.
Multiple times apparently. He's going straight into... He's gonna be having Halberd first or Blink? I think it would be much better to go Blink first. Because again, you are the main initiator in your team. Every team needs one. Otherwise, way too difficult.
But here from LGD, they need to get something. 7 unanswered kills now. Solar Crest and XM. Shackle doesn't connect. Goes up into the air. They've got the duel. They should have the damage for this one. And finally, the first duel victory comes in for Faith Beyond. They get the kill onto XM, who they desperately needed to shut down.
Yeah.
One of
Fine
each
there.
ain't enough.
Enemy jungle, Mirana, putting in a very deep ward here. Probably a Korea snipe ward, but it's super deep.
Well, they finally answer one back. Tide, Hood, Blink, going for the Heaven's Halberd. Like, there's a lot here from Chalice, and you just don't feel that pressure coming in from the Legion.
Caught the Mirana again, Earth Splitter coming through.
Leap after the Earth
Radiant's
Splitter.
bottom tower is under attack.
Forward, Shackle doesn't connect. Press the attack with the silence on it too. Sven's construct if you want us to come fight this.
He wants to finish his BKB first before taking any fight here against the Ravage. He's 800 away. I do believe that he's gonna give up this power unless EHOME overcommits too heavily here.
Okay, well. I think you gotta be careful with Chalice jumping forward.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, there it is. Jumping forward and press the attack out of the Mirana. That goes potentially a different way if you're not right on the ball with that Shackle.
Yeah.
You could see the way that he was posturing. It felt like he just wanted to make the jump into the LGD side and just ravage.
Yeah, but of course you don't want to Ravage just for single Mirana.
Dire
never worth
are
it.
scanning.
Juggernaut is slowly catching back up, and Sven being Sven is still over 2,000 FF ahead.
Farming.
I'm wondering if he's gonna go shard or not on Sven, just to be able to dispel the duels on the Razor. Any sort of helping items as well.
Sven almost has 100 more CS than the Razor.
Yeah, I mean, Ame is 0-0, but it's comfortable to be on the top. Just Sven things.
Yeah, we're seeing this Sven a lot in the Chinese region.
Yeah. I told you I'm not the biggest fan of Sven, but pick the Juggernaut into the Sven, which is actually a pretty good Sven matchup. This game he should be very happy with what he's got.
Bounty!
Yeah, this is the we need one more item syndrome. Okay, good dodge and a stumble. Didn't hit. Okay, now the BKB on Windranger. Maybe 400 gold away. Need to blink there on Legion. 300 gold away. And just always this, we need this and this.
Because you like that shard as well.
Yeah. Now Sven already has his BKB for a good minute. Can't use it. And this could catch them at a really bad time here. Wind Ranger needs 100 gold for his BKB.
They're under the guise of Moonlight Shadow. Arrow comes in onto an Illusion X Nova.
It's not the fastest, but fighting into this pit is really damn scary. It will have to be all Sven. And Sven can still get owned by Razor.
Ravage avoided. Right click's coming through in a Sylar, but he hasn't hit anybody with a BKB duration.
Big mistake by
EHOME.
He messed up Madness before he stunned anyone. It's a big blunder.
Arrow comes in, hits on a road.
That's it.
It's EHOME. Big blunder, and they're going to have an Earth Splitter come through. Jinx leaping away. Faith Beyond not so fortunate.
I mean, Arma is known to be very inconsistent, and you can just see it again. Why? Like, he just ran in with Mom activated. Couldn't obviously stun anyone, and he was defeated before. Nothing.
Through one right click.
Yeah, on the Juggernaut, and he said, okay. That didn't hurt too much.
Aegis is still mine.
Yeah. Like, Sven is one of those heroes you have to be really careful in what sequence you press your buttons.
Right.
If you press them up too early before your wall cry, before you're stunned, potentially even before you ult, then
going for the tankiest hero challenge. But now they've got the Yules into the arrow. The Hex comes out from Baby Shackle onto the Death Prophet. And PGB Popeye nothing to say as the static link is there. They're going to Omni Slash. They'll look to get the kill. Ooh, bounces to the neutral zone and Jinky for a second. Faith Beyond. Press the attack. But instead of running forward, will be over at Fate. He ignored Sylar and now he's put himself in a bad spot. Arrow comes through on the Chalice. Shackle connects onto the Tide Hunter. Faith Beyond still looking like he's going to die here. They lose Jinky and Faith Beyond will run, but I'm not sure he gets out of it. Blink forward, anchor smash. Faith Beyond gone.
not fast enough. They're bleeding off a lot of heroes here. The past 2 minutes, a lot of misplays from LGD, all adding up. Juggernaut is closing in to the Sven, and wow, the Razor even surpassed him now.
Yeah, and Sven was certainly in a spot where he could have just made great work of this had they taken that Roach fight a little bit better, but now this sets up for EHOME to just take a tier 2 tower up top. And you look at some of the blunders from LGD, I'm not sure what Faith Beyond's doing, continue to just run over and fade like he thinks he can get that kill.
He wanted to blink on him, but his blink got disabled by the Juggernaut Maelstrom proc. He didn't realize it fast enough and still kept running towards him. But like, in a game like this, if Razor and Sven are so closely contested in terms of net worth, Sven will have a very hard time getting away from this guy. Yasha was completed on the Razor, but he's sitting at, how much movement speed is it going to be? 400 something?
Now EHOME starts.
And now they're smoking out. Ravage is already off cooldown though. Sven picked up the blink dagger.
For the sweep. He could be on the back lines going to the God Strength. This is just on an Elder Titan. Static Wing trying to run now. KB Popeye nothing to say. Crossing forward, and Chalice looking for the opportunity to maybe throw a Ravage here. Shackle connects.
Okay, another pretty big blunder here from LGD.
Just pressing.
That's what he did, yeah. Or, I mean, at least you can say, let me farm this jungle creeps now.
Then back to top of the net worth. You give him a kill, you give him an opportunity, and he does gain gold and gets back to the top, but like...
I gotta admit though, from what I've seen there when he jumped to Titan, you know, the last button presses maybe a little bit in his head because he was pretty slow on pressing all the buttons.
Wheels into the air, Hex.
That would be
Nothing the Death Prophet can do.
Death Prophet.
Very dead.
Very dead.
And these BKB charges are, you know, it's getting close for EHOME.
Not as bad as it used to be with 5 seconds. But this is also not the biggest amount.
Radiant's top
only
tower
10
is under
dual
attack.
damage. Haven't really seen the opportunity for him to get a good duel off. Sven is almost level 18, so almost has the level 3 in the God Strength.
Yeah. It's like the network advantage is only 2K. We haven't really seen any cohesive team players from LGD this game.
That's what we were worried about in the previous game. We said that it felt like they were a little bit off in terms of their execution.
Dyer's
And
middle
they made it
tower
worse
is under
because they
attack.
had a lot of like individual plays to make. This game is not that case. You're gonna play it very well. You're gonna...
He just expires. Well, LGD were looking for that timing. Death Prophet going all the way out and around, and Illusion Moon picked up.
That's a sentry there, though.
Sentry right there. Yule's blink forward, gush the ankle, smash through it. Siphon. Wise pretty tanky on the other side, though. Power shot to kill off Fade. That's a dual victory. They'll go for Chalice. They'll land the arrow. Have anything more? He can just step up and ravage.
They focus fire him again. There's like a good focus fire on the Tidehunter this game.
Oh, wow, massive sweep through the Earth Splitter. They've got themselves the Ravage. BKB Popeye, nothing to say. As well as EHOME. Attention goes out onto Chalice. They have the dash. They got him. Sven now seems to hang. He no longer has BKB. Chalice surviving. It's on his left through. They're going to go to EHOME. They will go right nothing to say without the BKB. They'll get a kill on the Windrunner. Double kill for Sylar. XM dominating 2 and 16 to 5 even. 8 beyond.
Yeah, on the run again as usual.
Has the shard. Courier.
Okay, let's take away.
Will die.
What is change?
They're focusing on Chalice. With focus fire
Like
and
4 or 5 times in a row already. I'm not sure what they're thinking. Like every time they initiate on the wrong target, you can see it here again. From him. Perfect bait by Chalice, if you can even call it that. Good ravage in the back line. And just look at what happens to Sven once his Warcry and BKB runs out. He gets eaten alive.
what's the mindset here when you see this? Because we see this a lot in games where you're constantly putting your attention onto the tankiest heroes.
I really don't know. Like, usually you do it once, you're like, okay, that didn't work. And he's just gotten so many more items since then. He's sitting at 2.5k with evasion, with good armor, with a hood. You can't touch this guy.
The only one who has farm on the side of LGD is Sven.
Like, I expect the Wind Ranger to have at least one more damage item at this point. Completed Daedalus, maybe even an NKD. But it's nothing like that on the deck at all. Now, I'm not saying they can't win anymore. They have a lot of burst damage potential still. But they need to get out the two Daedaluses.
Daedaloxen.
Daedaloxosis. Daedaloxegon. The teaching of Daddy?
Wumbo.
Wumbo Dumbo?
Data Wumbo.
Anyway, moral of the story is, right now, you're trying to dodge fight, trying to split push. However, problem is, there's a little guy called Shadow Shaman with a blink and ether lens. Good luck split pushing.
Yeah.
Big smoke up once more, ravage up in 10. One more team fight loss could potentially seal this game. Juggernaut XKG's finished. That means one Omni Slash on the Wind Ranger. She's gone. Potentially even the Sven, really. Like, he's dealing so much damage now.
Blade Mail for the Legion does have that shard. We'll see how much the shard impacts this game.
Yeah, I'm very surprised by how little impact Fabian has had after this easy lane.
Roche could be the turnaround. And it is soon. You've got both Nothing to Say as well as EHOME going into the Daedalus. Their damage output will be greater.
That's the right thing. You said will. But it's still quite far away. Roshan is not so far away. 2 minutes. Wind Ranger will not be able to finish Daedalus, and neither will Sven be. But they're still going to be lacking a whole lot of damage. I really just don't think you can fight without those two Daedalus. I actually feel really uncomfortable saying that.
Data lie, I think.
Data lie?
Yeah.
They have 2 data lie.
Damage.
Look at the flower.
Yeah.
Can you bring me the data lie from the Mount Fuji?
A beautiful data lie.
Yeah. How would it look like? Red?
Red.
Like a red lily?
Yeah.
Ish.
With golden petals.
Probably more spiky.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They'll go for the outpost. Again, not sure LGD feel comfortable fighting, but it doesn't look like they want to fight. They smoked it a moment ago.
Ooh. He was about to drop the wards and ward trap him. They were like, nope. They thought he popped BKB, but nope.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Roche still not up.
Just the press.
Ooh.
They need to win the team fight.
Radiant are scanning.
They've scouted out.
Radiant's middle tower
They've been
is under
scouted.
attack.
They have to win this team fight, but how? This lineup in the pit is so scary to fight into. You have a 5k golden advantage, at the pit it's 15k.
Yeah.
If not more.
Ravage or Splitter.
Yeah, and they have
Radiant's
BKBs
middle tower is under attack.
Last time they used BKB.
It wasn't that.
Huge mask of madness. They couldn't stun anybody. They got the jewel out on the Shadow Chopper. They get the kill once again on the fade. That's 50 jewel damage. Chow's moving forward. Exorcism was used, but this is fighting into the EHOME side. They're waiting on the high ground plasma field. That's what they're waiting for. It's over to the power. Trying to TP out. Now Chow's moving forward. On the side used. Bounce got to why not doing any damage? Oh no. The Omni's wasting. They'll still get the kill on the Death Prophet, or will they? 4 steps away from Lion, and it's perfectly away. King's been popping gold. Got straight going in the sidebar, and now he's in a lot of trouble. Oh my god! They blew up Ame! They absolutely killed him! They end up losing somehow. R2 to the arrow, and hits on the challenge. Up in the air goes the way to mix it up with a lot of damage. Pantheon trying to run the puck. The field goes away. They get the kill to XM. Alright, new heroes in here on the side of EHOME, but LGD, they still need to be careful. They don't have a lot of health remaining on Nothing to Say, as well as Faith Beyond. Moving forward for this might not be the wisest idea, but Roche is up.
I'm so shocked by the misplay coming out of Ame. He stunned the Mantle Cell illusion of the Juggernaut and right-clicked that, and then got absolutely blown to shreds.
Yeah, he did.
Like, this is the second massive blunder around the Roche pit by Ame. His team managed to salvage the fight still, but you gotta shape up if you wanna win this game. Like, you cannot afford any more of these misplays. They're not difficult misplays, you know?
Oh, cool. They've got themselves the shackle shot, so they still can finish him off. They don't get the dual damage, but that's fine. That's no talk for 70.
70, yeah. And he wants to have an 18, I believe, from Wind Ranger. Focus fire up in 10. He has Daedalus completed now.
That 5k lead is gone.
Yeah. It was a very questionable Omni Slash to begin the fight with on the
Radiant's
DP.
top tower has fallen.
And they still somewhat managed to salvage it on the back of a Great Ravage. Yeah, it's still anyone's game. Once the Daedalus on Sven is finished, people can die in seconds. Oh, milliseconds even. And not a big smoke up.
It just happened to the...
Are they just going to the pit again? They do. And that's under smoke. They know. They must know. They're not pushing on their lanes.
Yeah, they're coming over. But Chalice, he's leading the front lines. He doesn't have Ravage right now. Drinking EKB going after Simon. He's got Exorcism to use. He's never going to go after Simon. They get the kill. The GQ now taking out Ame. The damage is just too much. All I'm saying is gone. He's going to be the side of EHOME. Ooh, Radiant getting the kill on it. 8 is going to take. Finally picked up by Salar. Y is dead. 4 gone on LGD. Another blunder.
Yeah. I'm not sure what to say. It's... Yeah. LGD. He got arrowed 5 seconds on the Juggernaut.
And they didn't go.
Look at this arrow fly through. This Juggernaut should die immediately. Where's all the follow-up from everyone? You're gonna blink through that. And where's the team communication?
He just gets the Blade Fury survive. Ame's dead to XM and everything falls apart.
And he still has Omni Slash even after that. Just a massive series of blunders from this LGD side. From everyone. Not just Ame. And a lot of people are making very basic mistakes right now.
Dire's middle barracks.
They seem to be very flustered.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Now, what do you have left in the tank? Reynolds up at 30.
Lost one set of racks.
And we said Sven is really good against Razor and Juggernaut in the mid-late game, and not if you're behind 3k. You're supposed to be ahead one item. That's the nature of your hero. If you're behind the network,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
you're not impactful. Like at this point, you can't even blame him anymore for not having impact in those fights. It's just how Sven is built. He's built differently. It's all eyes on nothing to say right now.
Radiant's
Got the
top
Daedalus.
tower is under attack.
We need a good shackle. They need to blow up. Ages, so they can't even blow him up. Okay, Charles is blinking aggressively on the high ground. And focus fire again on the Titan Hunter. It's just doing nothing.
It's like it's to zone.
Like, what do you expect to change after the 5th time?
Jackal doesn't connect. Just moves forward.
Nice
Reflected
Lotus.
with the Lotus. Really well done. Serpent Ward's committed wide. He was caught them for a second. Now, you're kind of giving up things that'll help you take the high ground.
Yeah, that Omni Slash was a good idea. It was a great counterplay by Faith Beyond, but I don't think it was necessary to even try that. Like, just hit the tower with your Aegis with the healing ward. You basically just gave him 2 minutes of breathing time, which was pretty unnecessary.
Yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
Another smoke up, and no, there's no Omni Slash. So it's now or never.
Shadows.
Focusing with Juggernaut is a bad idea. You want to go around.
Got the Aegis. You don't want to kill him first. If you can get around onto Fade once again, that would be the play. But he's in the trees. He's in a great spot. Fade is spotted. Exorcism, silence, all comes through. The blue step is back. Now they'll go to the BKB with Power Chop. But nothing to say, taking a lot of damage. XM trying to go in on the Sven. They just want to hit them with the line. He's going to be there for Riley. XM gets the kill. Y taken out quickly. Nothing to say is gone. His heroes are done without buyback except for Y. And the damage coming out from XM is so
Radiant's
much.
courier has been killed.
His network is also massive. This is one of the biggest Razors I've seen in a very, very long time.
They have buybacks available, but they don't have God Strength to work with. Ravage is down, Omni's down, everything's down right now for they want to go for the tier 4s. And it's totally a buyback.
If you buy back, there's no God Strength. That's what they can do. If you don't buy back, there might not be a game to play anymore.
Into the axe, press the attack, match community. They've got one tier 4. Arrow comes in, lands on the jug, but there's no follow-up once again, and that'll be the second tier 4 gone. Tongue cheek now exposed.
Radiant's bottom tower is fallen.
Hammer lands, and he did finally buy back, but he bought back after the tier 4s are gone. No towers to fight on. He's got the hex, the arrow will come through, lands on the challenge, the attack from match community. Why trying to run away? Looks like he's keeping them alive. They've got the full staff for this. Getting low. They've got the Serpent Wards hitting it. They land the sweep. They're ignoring the side of LGD, and LGD's ignoring them, just allowing them to take the Ancient.